Good Saturday morning to you. I'm Meteorologist Ryan Hoke with the latest edition of the Hokey video blog. I know that thunder and lightning has been waking folks up all morning long, and certainly it's continuing to roar through Kentucky and at this point. No severe weather at this point. That's the good news. Just run-of-the-mill showers and storms with heavy rain and some decent lightning there. Just had a report of about 14,000 customers without power here from LG&E in the metro Louisville area, mainly along I-264 near the Hikes Point area. So if you're in that area, you've got the power off. LG&E is working at this time to help restore that. So that's some good news there for folks affected by that. You might be waking up and eating some cold cereal this morning for breakfast thanks to this morning's storms. Outside on our Fifth Third Bank SkyTrack camera, you see that darker cloud deck there just over Churchill Downs out of our South Louisville camera, and this is indicative of another round of storms moving on through the area. Let's get you right to the Storm Tracker 3D radar and zoom in to some of these storms moving through, just a kind of a mishmash of them with some lightning moving on through. And of course, the power outages likely caused by the lightning this morning. The wind hasn't been terrible out there, certainly not enough to do much in the way of damage, but the lightning, that's been something we have been contending with all morning long. We'll zoom out and show you the wider view and show you that we do have storms across portions of Breckinridge County as well. Quite a bit of lightning in those at this point. Hardinsburg's been hit multiple times, as well as Irvington, parts of Meade County. And as you move north into Indiana, notice just a few showers, maybe a quick heavy downpour, but otherwise it's been storm-free for you guys, except for Harrison County and parts of Clark and Floyd, where you've seen some of the storms that we've seen here in metro Louisville. So a lot of folks up in southern Indiana have been going, where are the storms that you all are talking about? Well, they're on the Kentucky side of the river. They range all the way down toward Marion County, Greene, Taylor counties, as well as Munfordville, down there toward Horse Cave as well in Hart County. So we're going to continue to be seeing these throughout the morning hours. Here's the wide view of the combined radars and the satellite. You'll see a heavier batch of storms over northwest Tennessee up toward the Paris, Tennessee area at this time. This is all moving very slowly toward the northeast, at least the motion of the storms are. The overall system, though, is slowly moving to the east, so we'll continue to push these out of here, and I think metro Louisville will be at less risk of seeing storms as we go throughout, say, the 9 and 10 o'clock hour and beyond, whereas our southern viewing area, you guys may see more in the way of storms all the way until the early afternoon. Then, by the time we get throughout the mid and late afternoon, I think we'll clear things out. We'll begin to see a little bit of sunshine. That'll be some nice news there. And temperatures making it all the way up to 80 degrees. So go throughout your Mother's Day. A warm front lifts northward. You do see there that we have a few of those pop-up isolated storms that'll be possible during the afternoon. We can't rule out a morning storm as well over our southern Indiana counties. This won't be a big deal. Some of the computer models are trying to hone in on what's called an MCS, a mesoscale convective system, a line of storms moving through the Midwest, and we may get some of the southern portion of that here in the Louisville metro area. That's not a surefire thing at this point. There might not even be a line of storms. We'll have to see how things develop. Certainly this morning's activity will influence how this afternoon and this evening goes, but I think the sunshine is a pretty good bet at this point as we go throughout your Sunday. As that warm front moves on through, we'll be in what's called the warm sector, which is between the warm front that you see up here near Canada and the cold front that's out here over portions of the plains and the Midwest. We've got that southerly wind component bringing in moist, warm air, temperatures in the middle 80s, a lot of that humidity coming up from the Gulf of Mexico. So we'll still have a few pop-up storms as we go throughout your Monday afternoon as well. That's pure thunderstorm fuel, but the coverage isn't going to be real wide. We've given it a 20% chance there at this point. But that cold front you see off to the west be providing shower and thunderstorm chances as we move throughout your Tuesday, your Wednesday, even through your Thursday. Behind the cold front, some cooler air. And in fact, I think we'll see temperatures top out only in the upper 60s by Thursday. Then by Friday, we get like the core of this cooler air moving in finally. And that's when temperatures don't break out of the lower 60s. And overnight lows will be in the 40s. I don't see a frost threat at this point because I think temperatures won't go below the upper 40s, but something to watch at this point. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. So rest easy, those of you who have planned it already. I think we're going to make it out of the woods on this one. Whew, good news there. Here's how the temperatures shape up day by day here on our temperature trend, and you'll see pair of 86s on Sunday and Monday. Mother's Day is going to be nice, except for a few pop-up storms here and there, not a big deal. And then we start that big old cooling trend as we go throughout your Wednesday there, as temperatures only get into the 70s. So, big pattern change in store. We get hot, or not even hot, I should say. That's about 90 degrees. But we get warm, we get muggy, then we get stormy, then we get cool. And then I think as we go into the week after that, things will begin to warm up once again. So we'll spend a few days, at least late next week, in that cool period. I think next weekend could be a cool one as that cooler air rotates on through. So don't put away those light jackets just yet, because spring is a season of change, and sometimes those changes get colder, and sometimes they get warmer. That's all for now. I'm meteorologist Ryan Hoke. Thanks for watching. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning for Wave 3 News Sunrise, starting at 5 a.m.